Greetings, fellow songwriters and seekers, and welcome back to Muse and Measure. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button down below. Follow along on this journey of songwriting and spiritual development. Now, I want to continue today about talking about building inevitable melodies and give you a couple other tools to do that. In the past, we've talked about coming up with a motif, which is a short musical idea, and then either repeating it or coming up with something new. So you have some kind of balance between variation and repetition. What I want to talk about today is something kind of in between. It's variation, but it's variation within a repetition. So you come up with a motific idea. You could repeat it. You could come up with something different. Or you can do a couple other things. The first thing I want to tell you about is called sequence. So sequence is taking that same rhythmic idea and just moving it down on the scale, moving it lower. And keep going with it. Now this is really cool also if you have longer ideas. So you can really build and fill out a whole melody with these kind of sequences. Of course, you can overuse them, and then it gets boring, but they have a little bit more of a tendency to be forgiven as repetitions because they are really something different. They're different notes. And this is a little bit easier for the listener to follow, and it feels much more natural that the melody is actually morphing and changing and growing as opposed to idea, new idea, repetition. It's much more of an organic, like watching a plant grow and develop over time. So that's called a sequence, and you can move it up or down. Just taking the same rhythmic idea, but just moving it up. And usually the intervals stay pretty close to the same distance apart, although you can change those too, as long as you keep the same rhythm, like Beethoven did, then took it down a step, or half step I should say, but then he changes the intervals. So those are different intervals there, but it's still the same motific idea. So you can do that as well, just keeping the rhythm, but maybe changing the distance between the notes or the intervals. And then the last one is called inversion that I want to show you. It's where you basically take your motif and you kind of take a mirror to it and you do the opposite. So if my motif is, so it's going up and then going down. So instead I would start on the highest note and then go down. So it's an exact inversion, kind of a mirror image of the motif. So here's the original motif. Here's the inversion. So that's just a nice inversion of the motif. And it still feels like a repetition, but with variation. And it feels like a natural growth out of what came before. It's just the exact opposite of it. So once again, it's a little bit better than just repeating. And it's kind of nice to give the listener something to latch onto so that they can follow it and see it morph and develop. And that's quite delightful for a listener when they can follow along and kind of anticipate that, oh, this is going to be the same rhythmic thing, da 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 da, but with some slight variation. So it's a combination of meeting the expectations of the listener, but also giving him something new, a little surprise. Because the complete variation is just that. It's a shock. It's a total surprise. It's coming out of the blue. I didn't see that coming. And you want, of course, to include those in the songs because music is really all about surprises. But it's kind of nice to lead them along and give them just slight variations of what came before and then maybe throw in a big surprise at the end. So it's not all surprises and not all just boring repetition. All right, well, good luck with writing these motific ideas and developing into melodies. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below in the comments section so I can respond to them and maybe make another video to clarify any questions that people have. All right, well, best of luck, and I'll see you soon.